Chosen one, stop scrolling. This message found you for a reason. Something is shifting, and deep inside your spirit you can feel it. There is a moment in every chosen life when the universe becomes silent, when everything slows down, when the noise fades away, and what comes next changes everything. You might think nothing is happening right now. You might feel like you're stuck, like you're waiting, like you're being tested again and again. But what if I told you, this quiet moment you're in right now is not the end of your struggle? It is the final step before everything changes. Most people will never understand this stage of the journey, because only the chosen are taken through it. Only the chosen are prepared this way. And if you're hearing this right now, you're not here by accident. The hidden preparation. There is something the world never tells you about being chosen. The greatest transformations happen in silence. While everyone else is chasing noise, attention, and validation, the chosen ones are being prepared in isolation. You may have noticed how your life has been different from others. Friends disappeared. Opportunities seemed delayed. Doors closed without explanation. At times it felt unfair. At times it felt lonely. At times it even felt like you were forgotten. But the truth is, you were never forgotten. You were being refined. Just like gold must go through fire before it shines, chosen ones must go through seasons of pressure before their true purpose is revealed. Why everything had to fall apart? Look back at your life for a moment. Think about the things that left you, the people who betrayed you, the dreams that collapsed when you thought they were finally about to happen. It felt like loss, it felt like failure, but it was something else entirely. When you're chosen, your life cannot be built on weak foundations. Every illusion must break. Every false connection must fall away. Because the life waiting for you is too powerful to be surrounded by the wrong people, the wrong mindset, and the wrong energy. So everything that didn't align with your destiny had to leave, even if it hurt. The feeling of being different. Chosen ones carry a feeling they can't explain. From childhood, you probably sensed that you were not like everyone else. You saw through people. You questioned things others accepted blindly. You felt emotions deeper than most people around you. Sometimes this made people uncomfortable. Sometimes it made them misunderstand you. You may have been called strange, too intense, too quiet, too aware. But those were never weaknesses. Those were signs. Signs that your spirit was awake while many others were still asleep. The silence before the shift. Right now, many chosen ones are experiencing a strange season. It feels quiet. It feels uncertain. It feels like you're standing on the edge of something you cannot see yet. This is the final stage before elevation. Before every major shift in a chosen one's life, there is a moment where everything becomes still. It's like the universe pauses, like time itself is holding its breath. And during this silence, you are being aligned with what's coming next. The final test. Every chosen one faces one last test before stepping into their next level. This test is not about strength, it's about faith. It asks one question: will you still trust the journey, even when you cannot see where it's going? Many people give up during this stage. They return to old habits. They chase distractions. They abandon their path because the waiting becomes uncomfortable. But the chosen ones who stay patient, who stay focused, who keep believing, are the ones who experience the breakthrough. What's coming next? You have no idea what's coming next, and that's intentional. If you could see the full picture right now, it might overwhelm you. Because the shift that's approaching is bigger than anything you've experienced before. New opportunities, new connections, new doors opening in ways you never expected. But these blessings don't arrive randomly. They arrive at the exact moment your spirit is ready to carry them. The awakening of your purpose. This final step is not just about external success. It's about awakening to who you truly are. Chosen ones are not here just to live ordinary lives. They are here to influence, guide, and awaken others. Your experiences, your struggles, your survival through difficult seasons, all of it built a level of wisdom that cannot be taught in schools. One day, someone will hear your story, and it will give them the strength to keep going. That is part of your purpose. Why the world tried to silence you. Have you ever wondered why speaking your truth often caused resistance? Why people doubted you, criticized you, or tried to make you question yourself? It's because awakened people disturb sleeping systems. When you start seeing clearly, you challenge illusions. And systems built on illusion do everything they can to silence the ones who see through them. But the truth is, the more resistance you faced, the stronger your voice was becoming. You were never meant to fit in. Chosen ones are not designed to blend into the crowd. They are designed to stand apart. This is why normal path never felt satisfying for you. This is why you always felt like you were searching for something deeper. Your soul was never meant to follow the ordinary road. You were meant to walk a path that others would one day look at and say, "How did they do that?" The moment everything changes, there will be a moment soon when you look back at this period of your life and finally understand it. You will realize the waiting had a purpose. You will see why certain people had to leave. You will understand why certain doors had to stay closed. Because when the right door opens, it will lead you somewhere that makes every past disappointment make sense. Your energy is changing. If you've been feeling more aware lately, more detached from negativity, more focused on growth, that's not random. Your energy is shifting. And when your energy changes, your reality begins to change with it. Old environments start feeling uncomfortable. Old conversations start feeling empty. This is not loneliness. This is evolution. You're closer than you think. Many chosen ones quit right before the breakthrough. Not because they are weak, but because the journey becomes heavy. But if you are hearing this message right now, it might be a sign that you are much closer than you think. Closer to the clarity you've been searching for. Closer to the doors you've been praying for. Closer to the version of yourself that your soul has always known you could become. Chosen one, this is the moment where many people lose faith. But if you've made it this far, if your spirit is still searching, still growing, still listening, then something powerful is already unfolding in your life. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment right now and connect with this community. Make sure you like this video so this message reaches more chosen ones who need to hear it. Subscribe to Chosen Wave to stay connected with these awakenings and truths. And in the comments, tell me this. What was the moment in your life when you first realized you were different from everyone else? The weight of the calling. There is a weight that comes with being chosen. It is not always visible from the outside, but inside, you feel it. You feel the responsibility. You feel the awareness. You feel the pressure to become something greater than what the world expected from you. Sometimes it feels like you were pushed into growth before you were ready. While others were enjoying comfort, you were learning lessons. While others were living casually, you were being shaped by experiences that forced you to mature faster. And that weight, that unseen pressure, was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you. The season of isolation. One of the most misunderstood stages in a chosen one's life is isolation. There comes a time when your circle becomes smaller, conversations become fewer, the energy around you becomes quieter. At first, it can feel like abandonment. It can feel like the world is moving forward without you. But isolation is not punishment. Isolation is alignment. It is the moment when distractions are removed so your spirit can hear what it was always meant to hear. In solitude, your intuition becomes stronger. In silence, your true identity begins to reveal itself. The sensitivity you carry. Chosen ones often feel everything deeply. Energy in a room, hidden intentions behind words, the emotions that others try to hide. This sensitivity can feel overwhelming at times. It can make crowded places exhausting. It can make fake interactions unbearable. But this ability is not weakness. It is awareness. You are given the ability to read energy because your journey requires clarity. You cannot fulfill your purpose while being surrounded by deception. Your spirit was trained to recognize truth, even when it is hidden behind a smile. The battles no one saw. There were moments when you fought battles silently. Moments when you smiled in public but struggled privately. Moments when you questioned your path, wondering if everything you were experiencing had any meaning at all. People around you may have never understood the depth of those battles. They saw the surface, but they never saw the inner storms you survived. But those hidden battles built something inside you. They built resilience. They built wisdom. They built a strength that cannot be shaken easily. The awakening of discernment. As the chosen grow, something powerful begins to develop within them. Discernment. You begin to see through situations faster than before. You notice patterns in people. You sense manipulation before it happens. You recognize energy shifts before anyone says a word. This awakening can feel strange at first. It can make relationships complicated. But it is necessary. Because where you are going next, not everyone can go with you. The shift in your circle. You may have already noticed it happening. Certain friendships slowly faded. Certain connections became distant. Certain people stopped understanding you the way they once did. This is not random. Chosen ones outgrow environments that cannot match their growth. And sometimes the hardest part of the journey is realizing that the people you once felt closest to cannot walk with you into your next chapter. The internal transformation. The biggest transformation of all is not happening around you. It is happening within you. Your mindset is changing. Your priorities are shifting. The things that once excited you no longer hold the same meaning. You are beginning to value peace over approval, purpose over popularity, truth over comfort. This inner transformation is the clearest sign that the final step is approaching. The resistance before the breakthrough. Something strange happens right before a chosen one steps into their next level. Resistance increases. Unexpected problems appear, doubts try to creep in, old fears attempt to resurface. It can feel like everything is trying to slow you down at the exact moment you were starting to feel stronger. But this resistance is not proof that you are failing. It is proof that you are getting closer. The spiritual pressure. There is a kind of pressure that chosen ones experience that cannot be explained in ordinary words. It feels like your spirit is being stretched beyond its old limits. You are being asked to think bigger, to act wiser, to carry more responsibility than before. And sometimes it feels overwhelming. Sometimes you wish life could just be simple again. But deep down, you know something. You know you were never meant for a small life. The invisible guidance. Even in your lowest moments, something has always guided you. A quiet voice inside telling you to keep going. A strange sense of direction when everything around you felt confusing. Moments where you avoided danger without even knowing how. Moments where the right idea came to you at the perfect time. This guidance has always been with you. And it becomes even stronger as you approach the final step of your transformation. The separation from illusions. As awakening deepens, chosen ones begin to detach from illusions that once seemed normal. The need to impress others fades. The desire to compete with everyone disappears. You begin to see how much of the world is driven by ego, validation, and temporary distractions. And once you see this clearly, it becomes impossible to go back to the old way of thinking. Your vision changes forever. The energy of the new chapter. Right now, something new is forming around you energetically. You may not see it yet in physical reality, but shifts are already happening beneath the surface. New paths are aligning, new encounters are being arranged, new ideas are quietly developing in your mind. This is the universe rearranging pieces of your life, preparing you for what comes next. The moment of realization. Soon, there will be a moment when everything begins to make sense. Not all at once, but enough for you to recognize the pattern. Chosen one, if this message found you today, it's not random. Messages like this don't reach everyone, they reach the ones who are meant to hear them. If something inside you felt activated while listening to this, if your spirit recognized these words, then this is your moment to step forward and claim your awakening. First, take a second and like this video, so this message can reach other chosen ones who are still searching for answers. Then subscribe to Chosen Wave, because this channel is a place where awakened souls come to remember who they truly are and prepare for what's coming next. And now, I want you to do something powerful. Go down into the comments and type, "I am ready for what's coming." When you declare it, you align yourself with the next chapter of your journey. You send a signal to the universe that you are no longer doubting your path, you are embracing it. And tell me this in the comments as well. What was the biggest sign in your life that made you realize you were one of the chosen ones? Your story might be the exact confirmation another chosen one needs to hear today.